Treats. Look how happy he got with treats. Treats. What is up, YouTube, and welcome to another Crib Zone excursion. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more. We got Crypto here. Come on, come here. Take a seat. I like you in between my legs. Go ahead. KZE has decided to start a video trading series. Since Crypto is the most trained, we are gonna go ahead and use this dog. What we have holding is a training clicker. I've never used this on the dog. I've actually only used this on birds. Dog clicker training is extreme. Dude, get off of me! Instead of praising your dog verbally, this thing works perfectly. The purpose of the dog clicker is as soon as they hear the click, they're gonna affiliate the click with a treat. That's pretty much how you use the dog clicker. We're gonna stop praising the dog verbally and we're gonna start using the clicker. Speak. Speak. We're gonna go ahead and start the dog training series with the very first command. You should teach any dog the sit command. Look at me. Some important points you wanna know before you start dog training. You're gonna need your dog's attention. For that, all you need are dog treats. Down the road, you should minimize how many dog treats you use, but if you're just starting dog training, dog treats is the best way to get your dog's attention. Sit. I would also aware you guys that hand motions and voice commands is what's gonna determine if your dog learns the commands. Step one on teaching your dog how to sit, hold a treat and lure your dog with your hands slightly elevated above their head. Good boy, good boy. If your dog's jumping up and not cooperating, don't panic, don't make any reactions. With the treat elevated above their head, as soon as their butt hits the floor, reward the dog. So again, all you want to do is hold the treat, lure your dog with the treat elevated above their head, wait for them to sit, and reward. Dogs learn when they're immediately rewarded, so make sure as soon as they hit the floor to reward them, to know that that's the appropriate action you desire from them. In the beginning, you do not need to introduce the command since the dog doesn't know what the command means. So just practice your hand motion and your body posture. Your body posture is extremely important. You want to be standing up straight with your dog. You want to give firm commands. Once your dog is starting to realize that sitting down will lead to a reward, that's when you can start implementing the command. Sit. Good. Good boy. Make the training sessions nice and short. It's important to introduce the command as soon as they perform the act. Over time, you should be eliminating the amount of treats you use and hand motions you give your dog. The end result, you should want to only dictate your dog using voice commands, not treats or hand motions. I'm trying to talk, dog. Paw. Paw. It's important that you don't use force. I've seen people just say, just force your dog to sit his ass down. And that's not how you should be doing things. Your dog should be doing things on their own will. Of course, having your dog's attention is one of the most important factors. Bite-sized treats, that will always be the best option for dog training. KZE, is it possible to train an older dog? It is completely possible to train an older dog, but it will take more time since the dog is already somewhat accustomed to a different lifestyle. So it'll always be best to accustom a dog at an early age. So it's always best to train your dog when they're puppies. But yes, an old dog can learn tricks. Look at me. Good boy. That's pretty much all I have for the first dog training lesson. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more. Peace.
Feel free to follow me.
That's my good girl. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. Sit. Yes, good girl. Hey guys, Jessica here, the Furry Family Coach. In this video, we're gonna be teaching our dogs how to sit. sit. Now, sit is actually something that most dogs take to very quickly, very easily, and it is part of a series of cues that are, we call them lure commands. And the reason that they're called lure commands is because it's L-U-R-E, if I'm not pronouncing I don't mean lore as in like a mythical tale. Lure as in L-U-R-E, because we are actually physically using usually a food reward to adjust our dog's body position and physically show them how we want them to perform in action or adjust their body for, in this instance, a sit. So lure training is something that's really good to help build communication between you and your dog. A couple of tips. If you have a really small dog, like a Chihuahua, they generally will not sit for you on a cold, hard surface. I have tried over and over. I have known many Chihuahuas and other small, really tiny dogs similar to Chihuahuas that it's too uncomfortable for them. So definitely try a sit on a mat or a blanket, something that is going to be not slip around, but that's going to be soft and comfortable for them to sit on. Another thing is, if you are dealing with a dog, maybe an older dog or a dog that has some joint or arthritis issues, a sit can be very uncomfortable, and we don't want to force them into something that's going to be uncomfortable for them. So I would actually say work on communication in other ways and not necessarily, and maybe just skip the sit altogether because we don't want to make them uncomfortable. That's not the goal of this. So if you are dealing with a dog who does have a lot of joint pain or maybe has like arthritis or something like that going on, we don't want to ask them to do something that's going to hurt them. So let's skip the sit on that. But as I told you in the beginning, this is the third video in the basic dog training series. So definitely check out the playlist below because there are going to be lots of other wonderful training options for you if you're not going to use the sit with your dog, and that is perfectly fine. But what we're going to do is have our training treats on hand, and we are going to have our dog in an upright position. So I'm going to get Kim up. She's not, she likes to be comfortable. She likes to be laying down. So I'm going to just encourage her. I'm not going to force her, but I'm going to encourage her to stand up. Come with me. Come on. Let's get up. 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 Yes, good girl. Oh, no. Wait, stop back down. I want you up. Yes, good girl. That was another luring cue where I lured her into a standing position. Of course, she's going to sit back down. But, yes, good girl. So all we're going to do is take our treat. We're going to let our dog smell it. We're going to put it right above their nose. And then she's doing it a little quick for you, but I'm going to do this again so you can see. Basically what we're doing is we're going to take the treat, put it just a little bit above their nose, and then slowly start moving it. I don't have anything, baby. Slowly start moving it backwards so that your dog's butt naturally hits the ground. As soon as it does hit the ground, say yes and praise and reward with a treat. So let's get her back up. All right, come on, baby. Up. Yeah, oh, almost. Okay. Up, yes, good girl. Okay, come on right back around this way. There we go. All right, come on, let's come this way so we can get in the camera shot. Yeah, good girl. So she's just naturally good at sitting, as most dogs are, but we want to actually be able to use the word sit and ask them for a sit in an instance where they're not sitting. So we want to train that word. All right, up. Yes, out. Yes, good girl. Okay, stay out with me, stay out. Okay, so I'm gonna take the treat and then slowly, yeah, you can see. Let's do this one more time so they can see. Up, come on, up. Up. Yes, out, stand. Stand. Yes, that's my good girl. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. Sit. Yes, good girl. So we're gonna practice this over and over and start adding that word sit in just before their butt hits the ground. And this is going to train in their minds that the word sit means that their butt hits the ground. So I just want you to practice this maybe 5 minutes at a time. Don't do this ad nauseum, right? We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to get to the point where we're frustrated. We don't want to get to the point where our dog is frustrated. We can do the sit cue along with the leave it and the look that we did in the first 2 videos, and kind of just keep it new, keep it different. Practice them all at once in a 15-minute session. You can do that, and then break it up. Maybe do that once or twice a day. And after a few days, your dog is going to get really good at understanding that when you say the word sit, that means that their butt hits the ground. That really